Congress leader Rahul Gandhi kept up his attack on the government on Wednesday, 2 days after a record drop in the GDP amid the coronavirus crisis and as Chinese forces continue to engage in provocative military actions in Ladakh. With a list of Modi-made disasters to have affected India, Rahul's attack picked up from where party colleagues Chidambaram left off yesterday. Chidambaram had said that the country should not blame God for a man-made disaster. A two-in-one sweep at the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, act of God, remark and a sharp fall in GDP.
Firing another salvo at Modi government, Rahul Gandhi on Wednesday tweeted, India is reeling under Modi-made disaster. Historic GDP reduction minus 23.9%, highest unemployment in 45 years, 12 crore job loss, centre not paying states GST dues, globally highest COVID-19 daily cases, deaths, external aggression at our border, the Lok Sabha MP from Kerala said. Earlier on Tuesday, P Chidambaram, a former Union Finance Minister, said, the pandemic is a natural disaster, but you are compounding the pandemic, a natural disaster with a man-made disaster. On 31st August, the government released GDP data for Q1 of 2020-21. The data showed GDP had fallen by 23.9%, the steepest in over 40 years. The fall had been suggested by current Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman during a GST Council meeting last week. She has said, this year we are facing an extraordinary situation. We are facing an act of God where we may even see a contraction. Also on Monday, the government said Chinese troops had once again engaged in provocative action along the south bank of Pangong's So Lake. Since May, Chinese forces have repeatedly transgressed into 6 areas along the disputed line of actual control in eastern Ladakh. In June, 20 Indian soldiers were killed in action in Galwan Valley. Rahul Gandhi has reportedly warned the government over both crises. The COVID lockdown, which has been in place since March and is being eased through a series of unlock period, has been linked to a number of problems for the economy, including unemployment. Gandhi's reference to 12 crore unemployment was drawn from a May report by Bloomberg, which cited a World Bank study that said daily wage laborers and poorer people were among the worst affected. The lockdown and its impact on the economy has also affected tax collection, with the centre struggling to repay GST dues to the state government. The former Congress chief has frequently advised the government to consider immediate social welfare measures to help the poorer section of the society, those worst affected by the lack of economic activity during the lockdown and with little, if any, liquidity to help them through these difficult times. He has also urged the government to consider, among other measures, direct cash injections to the poor, arguing that increased spending is the more effective way to jumpstart this stuttering economy. Bureau Report.